Ms. Levitt, you've said that abortion laws should now be decided on the state level after the Supreme Court's Dobbs decision overturning Roe v. Wade. According to a study done by a University of Colorado researcher that was peer-reviewed, if abortion was banned nationwide, the U.S. would see a 7% increase in pregnancy-related deaths the first year, 21% increase thereafter. Do you think additional restrictions on abortion in some states put women's lives at risk?
I do not support a federal ban on abortion. I've been consistent and clear. I believe this issue relies with our state legislatures in Concord, New Hampshire, not politicians in Washington, D.C. It resides with those closest to the people. I support our current New Hampshire law that Governor Sununu signed, and I will continue to support the rights of our legislatures in Concord to make these decisions. And I will not support a federal ban on abortion, despite my opponent continually stating otherwise, trying to fearmonger women across this state into voting for him. And as a young woman myself, that's offensive to me. And I will continue to stand strong for women and girls, and I will continue to support our state's rights to make the decision on this issue.
Let me ask you the question specifically one more time, Ms. Levitt. Do you think additional restrictions on abortion in some states will put women's lives at risk?
I support our current state law, which gives women choice up until the 6th month and bans abortion in the 7th, 8th, and 9th month. My opponent here doesn't support any restrictions on abortion at all. And that's a radical position that's out of step with Granite Staters.
Congressman Pappas, let's get to you now. Last month, the Department of Defense announced that it would pay for transportation and leave for female service members who were pregnant and needed to travel out of state to get an elective abortion if they live in a state that restricts the procedure. Are you in favor of using federal money for this? And if so, should this be expanded to women in other government jobs?
Well, I think for our service members, for our veterans, for folks who have worn the uniform of this country, absolutely. They should be able to access the health care that they need. But let's listen to the words that Karoline Leavitt just delivered. She believes that state legislators, politicians, should be making this decision for women and families. I can't tell you how many people come up to me on the campaign trail, women who are sometimes in tears, sharing very private, personal stories about having to have an abortion. They shouldn't have to go to their member of Congress and talk to me about this issue. This should be guaranteed in law, and that's exactly what I want to do. I want to take the precedent of Roe v. Wade, which guided policy around abortion for 50 years in this country. She supported the overturning of Roe v. Wade and said she would always be a pro-life vote in Congress. The folks in this state, the women of this state, deserve a pro-choice vote in Congress. That's what I'll be. So once again, the difference here is clear. Karoline Leavitt wants politicians to decide this issue for women. I want women and families in consultation with their doctors to decide this for themselves.
No, that's not true. You want politicians in Washington, D.C. to make those decisions, and you've expressed your support for federal restrictions to override our state law.
That's not true.
I support those closest to the people, closest to the voters in Concord, New Hampshire, to make decisions not just on this issue, but frankly on every issue. That's why I got into this race in the first place, to relinquish the overall power of the federal government and give it back to our state and to the people. And my opponent, you support politicians having the right over this issue in D.C.
That's not it. That's not true at all.
That is. Is Nancy Pelosi a politician?
This is a choice.
Nancy
I think
Pelosi
this
is
is a choice that rests with women and families in consultation with their doctors. And I think it's really chilling that you stand up here tonight and you think that politicians in Concord should be determining this choice for women. I think government should get out of the way because they have no business deciding this issue for women and families. I want to make sure that we're protecting the right to choose in this country, and I'm the only one who will do that.